Good morning and welcome to all of you. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Yes. Good morning and welcome to all of you. Can you hear me? Is my voice audible to all of you? Hello? Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Join fast. Today we are having this lecture from 10 to 11 a.m. Only 1 hour lecture is there. Join fast so that we'll start our lecture within few minutes. Only 10 participants have joined in this meeting. Means 34 haven't joined yet. There are 44 students in your class. Join fast so that we'll start our topic. We are meeting after a week, and last week there was Diwali holidays. So how was your Diwali vacation then? Was it good? Only 14 participants have joined yet. Still, there are 30 students who haven't joined to this meeting. Only 14 participants. So please tell to your friends if they are not in the meeting. Okay, then we will start with this strength only. There are only 15 students who have joined to this meeting. 16. Okay, we'll start with our topic. Let me share the screen. Let me know that if it is visible or not. Is the screen visible? दिसते का सगळ्यांना?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the last lecture, we have started with the new topic, that is tenses in English. Okay. And we have seen the first structure of the tense, that is simple present tense, and we have discussed about it in the last lecture. So in the last lecture, we have seen that what are the tenses, what is its importance, okay? And we also discussed about what is a sentence and how it is constructed, okay? So a sentence is nothing but the meaningful group of words, okay? And we have also seen the different types of sentences. There are assertive sentences, affirmative sentences, okay, negative sentences, exclamatory sentences, imperative sentences, okay? So we have seen that part. We also have discussed about the parts of a sentence, that is subject plus verb plus object plus complement. And we have also discussed about the definitions and examples of these four parts of sentences. So no need to repeat it once again. We also have seen the exercise regarding the parts of sentences, okay? We also have discussed about it. So, and in the last lecture, we were discussing about the tenses in English. So there are three tenses, that is present tense, past tense, and future tense. Out of that, we have discussed about the first tense, that is simple present tense. Okay. So there are three tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. And these three tenses are further categorized into four subtypes, that is simple tenses, progressive tenses or continuous tenses, then perfect tenses, and perfect continuous or perfect progressive tenses. Okay, so these are the four subtypes. Further, they are categorized in these four subtypes. So tenses is nothing but it is the structure with the help of which we construct the sentences in different times or different uh, time spans. Okay, so also we have seen the different structures regarding the tenses. Okay, and we were discussing about the simple tenses, and first we have seen that simple present tense. What is the simple present tense? Simple present tense is nothing but the tense which we use in present form or in present time. Okay, to express habits, to show the habitual things. Okay, to tell about the general truths or universal truths. Okay, so simple present tense is used to express habits, general truths, repeated actions. Okay, so repeated actions means that we perform on daily basis. Okay, repeated actions is nothing but that we do every day. Okay, it is regular actions like sleeping, waking up, okay, eating, bathing, brushing. These are the habitual things, and these are the repeated actions: going to school, coming from school, going to college, returning from college. Okay, these are the habitual things. So to show these habitual things, we generally show these things with the help of simple present tense. So to express habits, general truths, repeated actions, or unchanging situations. Unchanging situations means if I'm working in Swery's College of Engineering, it is unchanging situation. I can't change it, or anybody can't change it. Or if someone is working in uh, administrative service, then nobody can change his position or situation. Okay, so this is about the simple present tense that we have discussed in the last lecture. So, and examples of these are they watch television regularly. So, if uh, watching a television is a habitual thing, it is the habit forming thing, then it is uh, expressed with the help of these tense, that is simple present tense. They every day watch television, they regularly watch television, and that's why it is the habitual thing. It is the habit of that family or that people. So they watch television regularly. Here, the first form of verb, that is watch, okay, is used, and that is why it is simple present tense. Then the next example we have seen is I work in post office. So it is unchanging situation. Okay, nobody can change it, and that's why it is the simple present tense, and we use here simple present tense for the formation of this sentence. Then the universal truths like earth moves around sun, okay, or moon moves around earth. These are the universal truths or general truths. We can't change them, or it is not in our hand to change that truths. Okay, that is why they are called as universal truths. Okay, the sky is blue. So the sky, when we wake up in the morning time, it is generally looks like a blue. Okay, and that is why we can't change its color. Okay, because we are just small thing on this earth, on this planet, in this universe. Okay, and these are the very uh, universal objects, universal truths, universal things that we can't control them. Okay, so that is why the sky is blue. We can't change its form, or we can't change its color. Okay, it is the universal, and that is why it is called as universal truth. The earth moves around the sun. This is also universal truth. It is not in our hand, because we can't stop earth from moving around the sun, or moon moves around the earth. So these are the general truths. The sun rises in the east. Okay, the sun rises in the east. It is universal. Okay, and we can't change its position, or we can't say that the sun rises in the west. Okay, it sets in the west. This is the universal truth, and that is why the sun rises in the east, the sun sets in the west. So these are the universal truth, and we use simple present tense to uh, form these tenses, or to show these actions. We generally use simple present tense. Another use of the simple present tense is to give instructions or directions. Okay, so if you want to tell address to a person, if someone is asking you about the address, then you will tell him that you just go to the right, and just uh, uh, move there, or just walk for 10 minutes or 100 meters, and then you will get that address or that person. Okay, so you uh, give these types of instruction with the help of these simple present tense. Okay, so you give these instructions in simple present tense. Means close the door. Okay, uh, stand on the stool. Okay, these are the instructions that you give, or you will give the directions when you are performing experiments. Okay, so that teacher or that lecturer uh, gives the instructions in simple present tense. Okay, so if you are a chemistry student, if in the your if you are in the chemistry lab, or if you are in the mechanical lab, then operate that, he will tell you that switch off the light, or switch on the light, and start the machine. These are the instructions that person or that instructor will give you in the simple present tense. So these are the uses of simple present tense. Also, we have seen that simple present tense is used to express fixed arrangements. Okay, so fixed arrangements means regarding if your exam is starting at 10 o'clock, or it is if it is starting at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, then lecture चालू है. Then you will uh, you will tell that, or you will have to express that uh, sentences with the help of these simple present tense. So okay, so your exam, if it is starting at 10 o'clock, then your exam starts at 10. Or if it is starting in the afternoon, then your exam start, that instructor will tell you that your exam starts at sharp 3 p.m. okay, or 3 o'clock. And also it is used to express future time after some conjunctions. Okay, so after, when, before, as soon as, until, these are the conjunctions. And this simple present tense is used after future time or after some time. Okay, so example, let us see the example. He will give it to you when you come next Saturday. Okay, so he will give it to you. In this example, they have used the future tense, simple future tense, before simple present tense. Okay, so simple present tense is used after some conjunctions, okay, or after some future time. Okay, so you will get full marks. Okay, if some teacher or some of your teacher he is telling you that you will get full marks when you come regularly to the lectures. Okay, so in this sentence, that instructor has told you that you will get full marks. Okay, आपको अच्छे marks मिलेंगे. पर when you come regularly to the lectures or you attend regular lectures. Okay, so for formation of these types of sentences, the simple present tense is used. And we also have seen that what is the structure of that simple present tense. So the sentence structure of simple present tense is subject plus first form of verb, that is V1, or present form of verb. Okay, and S or ES suffix is attached to that verb. Okay, so subject plus V1 into bracket S or ES suffix plus object plus complement. So this is the structure of the simple present tense. So sentence structure of simple present tense is subject plus V1 S or ES plus object plus complement. Subject plus verb in first form. If there is if subject is third person singular, okay, if subject is third person singular, then we will attach S or ES suffix to the verb. Okay, and if there is uh, 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 means I, we, you, they, these pronouns are there, or if subject is not third person singular, then we won't add any type of suffix to the verb. Okay, so if subject is third person singular, like he, she, it, then only we will use S or ES suffix to the verb. Okay, so keep this in mind. This is the simple trick that we use for the construction of the sentence. Yes, also this we have covered up to this. Okay, so we will start with the next slide. Okay, so this is the next slide, and in this slide they have told you that when to use S and ES suffix to the main verb, and that we are going to discuss in this lecture. Okay, So when to use s and es to the main verb in simple present tense. So when to use that, let's see. The third person singular, the verb always ends in s. Okay, if there is third person singular uh, which is used as a subject in the sentence, then after that third person singular, s or es is added to the verb in the sentence. Okay, so if there is third person singular, if the subject is the third person singular, then and then only we will use s or es suffix to the main verb. The third person singular, the verb always ends in s. So if he is the third person singular subject in the sentence, then he wants, and we can't say that he want. Okay, so we will have to say that he wants, then she needs, he wants, she needs, he gives. Okay, he gives, she thinks. So in these examples, the examples have third person singular as the subject of the sentence, and that's why we have to add s or es suffix to the verb. So he wants, she needs, he gives. These are the suffixes that we have added. Okay, then next tip in this form is add es to verbs ending in ss, x, sh, ch. So if the verbs are ending with ss, x, sh, or ch, then we will have to add es as a suffix to that verb after the third person singular. Okay, so if there comes s, x, sh, ch in the end of the verb, then we have to add es as a suffix to the verb. Okay, so let's see the examples of these types of verb ending with s, x, ch, or sh. Okay, so pass, pass. Okay, pass, pass is the verb. If pass is the verb, then if there comes third person singular as a subject, that is he, she, or it, then we have to add es suffix to the pass. Okay, because pass, the verb is ending with s. Okay, there is s at the end of this verb, and that's why we have to add es as a suffix to the verb. Okay, so he passes. Okay, so pass the ball or pass the notebook. If we want to ask about the notebook, please pass the notebook to me. If you requested to your friend, please pass the book to me. Okay, please pass the pen. Then for this verb, if we are having he, she, it before this verb, then this verb will become es, or this verb we have to this verb we have to add es suffix. Okay, so he passes, He passes the ball. He passes the notebook to me. So this is about the past. Then she catches. Okay, she catches. If catch, catch is the verb in the example, if catch, catch is the verb, then it is ending with ch. Okay, ch is the suffix. Okay, it is ending with the ch. So if there is ch in the verb, then before, if we are using it after the third person singular, that is he, she, it, then we will have to add es as the suffix to this verb. So he catches. Okay, she catches. He catches the fish. Okay, he catches the fish. तना और उसने मछली पकड़ ली. Okay, so he catches the fish. We can say that. Or he catches the ball. If he's playing cricket, then he if ball uh, uh, if that batsman has striked that ball to the fielder, then he catches that ball. Okay, he will catch the ball. So he catches, she catches. Then next verb is fix. It is ending with x. Okay, so he fixes. Okay, he fixes, she fixes, it fixes. We will use es suffix. We will add es as a suffix after the verb, which is ending with x. Fix. Then the next verb is push. Okay, push. So push is the verb which is ending with sh. Okay, it is ending with sh. So it pushes, or he pushes, she pushes. Okay, so we will add es as a suffix to the verbs ending with ws, x, sh, or ch. So this is the important tip that you will have to remember. Then if verbs are ending in y, then what will be the suffix that we'll have to add? Let's see. Verbs ending with y. So the third person changes the y to ies. So there are some verbs which are ending with the y. Okay, so like verbs like fly, okay, cry, try. Okay, fly, cry, try. These are the verbs which are ending with y. Okay, so if we are using them after the third person singular, then it will become, fly will become flies. Okay, cry will become cries, and try will become tries. Okay, so he flies, or she flies, or it flies. Okay, then cry, he cries, she cries, or it cries. Okay, and these are the third person singular in front of which we will use these structures. That is, we have to add s or es suffix. If there are uh, if there are no in the example there are not the third person singular as a subject. Okay, if the third person singular as a subject is not there in the sentence, then you will have to use the verb as it is. Okay, so if I want to tell you that I fly, then it will become, it will remain fly as it is. So if we are using fly as a verb after I or after we, after you, then after they, then it will remain as it is. So I fly, you fly, we fly. Okay, then they fly. But if we are using it after he, she, it, then it will become flies. Okay, he flies, she flies, it flies. Okay, so this is the simple trick that we are using. So there are some exceptions also. Okay, so exceptions, what are the exceptions to this condition? Let's see. So exception is if there is a vowel before y, then what will be the uh, structure of that verb? Okay, so when vowel comes before the y in the verb, then it will, or we will only add s as a suffix to that verb. Okay, so this is the exception. So the verbs like play, pray, or say, these are the verbs which are having vowel before their y. Okay, before the y there are vowels like a. Okay, and for these verbs we will just add s as a suffix to the verb. Okay, so this is the exception. Play will become plays. We will add only s as a suffix. Pray will become prays. Then say will become says. Okay, so these are the conditions that we use. So the first condition is the third person singular. For the third person singular, the verb always ends in s. Okay, so this is the very important condition that we will have to remember always. So he wants, she wants, he gives, she thinks. Okay, and when there comes double s, x, sh, ch at the end of the verb, then they are converted, or they are changed as, or by adding es suffix to them. Okay, so if verbs are ending with double s, x, sh, or ch, we will have to add es as a suffix if we are using these verbs after the third person singular, that is he, she, it. So this is the second condition. So if there is pass as a verb, it will become passes. Okay, then if there is catch as a verb, it is ending with ch, and we will have to add es as a suffix. Then fix, it is ending with x, so we will have to add es, and it will become fixes. And if there is sh at the end of the verb, then it is, or it will become pushes. Okay, we will have to add es as a suffix. Then verbs ending with y, we have to add ies as a suffix, okay, before third person singular. Then what are the examples of these types of verbs? Fly, cry, try, okay. These are the verbs and we will have to add ies. He flies, she cries, it tries, okay, or he tries. We have to add ies as a suffix if the verbs are ending with y. And the exception for this condition is the verbs ending with y if there is a vowel before y, okay. If there is a vowel before y in the verb, then we have to add just s as a suffix. So play becomes plays, pray changes to praise, and say changes to says. These are the structures we have to use. Then simple present tense of to be, to have, and to do. So let's see the simple present tenses of to be form, to have form, and to do form, okay. So if the subject is I, then the be to be form of I, or to be form that we have to use after the I is am, okay, I am. Then have form after I, which of the have form we have to use after I have, okay, I have. And do will remain as it is, so I do, okay. So if there is a subject and that subject is I, then be to be form of that to be form that we have to use after I is am, okay. And have form after we after I will be have, and do form that we will use after I is do itself, okay. So I am a teacher or I am a lecturer. Then I have a car, okay, I have a bike, I have a helmet, okay. These are the sentences we have to use. Then I do a project, okay. I do a project, or I do a template, I do a presentation. This we have to keep in mind. Then to be form that we have to use after you is are, okay, you are. And have form that we will use after you is have itself, okay. And do form that we will use after you is do, okay. So you are a teacher, okay, you are a teacher, you have a car, you do a presentation, okay. We will use these words, okay. You are a teacher, you have a car or you have a bike, and you do a presentation or you do a slide, okay. So this is about the subject and verb that we'll use after subject, okay. Then he, she, it, what type of be verb, to be verb we'll use after he, she, it is okay. Is the verb which we'll use after he, she, it. He, she, it is. He is a teacher, she is a lecturer. It is a shy boy, okay. It is a shy boy, or it is a non-living thing. It is a non-living thing, okay. So he, she, it is. Then have form that we will use after third person singular will be has. Okay. So have form that we are using after the third person singular is has. He has. She has. It has. And examples are, let's see. He has a bike, okay, or he has a sack in his hand. He has he has a duster in his hand. Okay, if someone is teaching you in front of you, he's standing and he's teaching you, then he has a chalk or he has a duster in his hand. So she has a nice dress. Okay, she has a nice dress. उसके पास अच्छा ड्रेस है. And do form that we will use after he, she, it is does. Okay, so he does, she does, it does. Okay, so he, she, it, after he, she, it we are using does as a form of verb. Okay, he does, she does, it does. So if we are using these this does form in the sentences, then we'll use he tries his best. Okay, we'll add es as a suffix to the verb. He tries his best for getting job or for getting win. Okay, he tries his best for the victory of Indian cricket team. Okay, or she tries to uh, uh, she tries to inspire him. Okay, she tries to inspire him, or she tries to motivate him. She tries to motivate us. These types of forms we will use. Okay, and it, if we are using it as a subject, then also we will use es after the verb. It does that thing in a wrong fashion, okay, or wrong manner. It uh, takes that thing in a wrong manner. So we will use es as a suffix, okay, after he, she, it. Then after we are using are as a be form. Okay, to be form that we are using after we is are. Means we are students, or we are teachers, we are lecturers, we are professors. If I'm telling about uh, all of the teachers of Swery, then I will say that we are teachers, we are lecturers, we are professors. Okay, then have form that we are using after we is have itself. Okay, so we have a car, or we have a college, we have lectures. I will have to say this sentence in this fashion. Okay, so we have a car, we have a lecture, we have lectures, uh, we have uh, more than 2000 students in our campus. if I'm telling about the strength of this campus, where is campus? Okay, so we have 2000 students, more than 2000 students in our college. Okay, so have is the verb we will use after we as a form of have. Then to do form that we will use after we is do. Do itself we will use. So for only he, she, it, we will use does. Okay, he, she, it is the third person singular, and that will change as a does. Okay, so we are using does as a form of verb. Then for the you as a subject, we are using are as a to be form. Okay, or are as a verb of to be form. You are a teacher, you are a student. Okay, you are a lecturer, you are a professor, you are an engineer. Okay, we will use are after you. Then have form after you will be have itself. Okay, so you have a lecture today at 10 o'clock. You have a practical today at 3 o'clock. Okay, that have is the word which shows the possession. Okay, I have a car, you have a teacher, you have a bike, you have a cycle. So have is the word which shows the possession. Okay, and we will use only have after you. Okay, after I, we, uh, you, uh, and they. And for he, she, it, we have to use has as a form of have. Then do form that we are using after you is do itself. Okay, so you do that practical very carefully. Okay, you do that practical very carefully. You do that uh, project very sincerely. You do that project very sincerely. So these are the forms that we are using after the subject. Okay, so they, after they, the to be form, we are using verb are as a to be form of verb. Okay, so they are teachers, they are lecturers, they are engineers. Okay, we will use are as a to be form after they. Then have is used after they. They have cars, they have lectures, they have students more than 2000, okay, in their class. Then they do have lectures, they do uh, working. Okay, that we will use after they. So if subject is I, you, we, you, they, then we will use for I we will use am. Okay, for I we will use have. For I we will use do as a verb. For you we will use are. You have, you do. Okay, he, she, it is. He, she, it has. He, she, it does. Okay, and we are, we have, we do. Then you are, you have, you do. These are the verbs or forms of verb we will use after the subject. Then they are, they have, they do. So this is about the simple present tense and verbs that we will use in the sentences. So this is about the sentence structures and the forms of verbs that are used after the subjects. Okay, so in this lecture we will only complete we have only completed this part. We will see the other part of the chapter in the next lecture. So before leaving this meeting, I will have to just mark your attendance. So let me first mark your attendance, and then you will left this lecture. Okay. We have only 3 minutes, so I will mark your attendance, and then you will join your next lecture. Okay. 33. Okay. 33 I have marked. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5 6 11 12 13 14 15 11 12 13 14 15 18 19 21 24 18 19 21 24 25 26 27 28 25 26 27 28 29 31 33 36 29 31 33 36 37 38 40 37 38 40 41 42 44 41 42 40 44. So I will the roll numbers that are absent for today's lecture are roll number 7 8 9 10, then 17 20 23 30 32 34 35 39 and 43. These are the absent roll numbers. If there is someone of you in the absent roll numbers are present, then he can tell his roll number. Is there any any one of absent students is there? Then he can tell his roll number. I will repeat the absent roll numbers once again: 7 8 9 10 17 20 23 30 32 34 35 39 43. These are the absent roll numbers. So nobody is present in the absent roll numbers. Okay, so shall I end this meeting from my side? We'll stop here itself. Okay, thank you for joining this lecture. We will see the next part in the next lecture. Okay, thank you. You can join to the next lecture. I will end this meeting